Good morning everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do a wedding haul. So this is everything that I've bought so far for the wedding and what my plan is behind it. Okay, the first thing is this bird cage, as you can see. I just think it's so beautiful. It's got a little bird on top here and it's just got little tea light holders. I haven't bought this recently. I've had this for a good couple of years now, and it just sits on the corner of our stairs. Definitely made for a wedding. So I just think it's absolutely lovely, and I wanted it to be maybe in the corner on the floor with the tea lights alight, and it'll just give it a little something extra, I think, because the room where we're having our reception in, it has got photos on the wall and it does have a little bit of character, but it's not my style. I wanted to add a splash of us in there, so I want people to know that Jess and Ryan have their touch on it, not just they're just choosing a room just to have their reception in, if that makes any sense. So I love this, and it holds the big tea lights, the ones that last, like that burn for like 4 or 5 hours, so that would be perfect. So they could stay alight that long, that would be fab. I did want it as like one of the centerpieces on the table, but again, I don't want people trying to look through. I just want it in the corner and it'll give the room a little bit of something else, I think. So definitely love this, and this will be coming with me. The next thing, I bought this on Amazon. It's not set up yet. I didn't see the point in setting it up. We've still got 11 weeks to the wedding, so I thought I might as well keep it in this packaging. Makes life so much easier. But it is a little thank you box. It's got... So I don't know why it shows this back to front. I think it's my camera, I'm so sorry, but it does of course say thank you. It is like a white and a silver sort of pattern. And this is where everyone is just going to slot in their cards. This is going to be on the side. I thought this would be a nice little touch. I only got a little one because we are only having a small wedding, and the numbers have now been reduced to 19, so Ryan and I included, so it's going to be a very small wedding, which is fab because that's what we wanted in the beginning. That's what we've always wanted. So a tiny little thank you box will be perfect to fit everybody's cards in. Next are these little flower white fairy lights. They are about that long, no longer, about that long. They're from Paper Chase. They are £12 and they give off a really lovely warm light. So I wanted to pop these around the perimeter of the cake. That's what I wanted to do with those. That's the plan. So this will of course be over on the cake table. I wanted to make it a little bit pretty. I didn't want to make it, I didn't want to have just the cake on it and that's it. I wanted to put a little bit of something else. So I thought these lights will come really handy, and they just lighten the place up a little bit and give it a little bit more something. I think these will look really lovely around the perimeter of the cake, lighting up the cake and just making it all look very pretty. So I'm really happy I bought those. We recently were at a wedding and I didn't think of this idea until going to the wedding. I thought that's actually a really good idea, and it was when they was handing out confetti, they had like a little tray like this, so the tag is still on, and it's just got a little heart on it, and it'll be perfect for someone just to stand outside and have all the confetti sachets inside here, rather than people just handing them out individually. People can help themselves, and I just think this is really lovely, and I can use this in the bathroom afterwards. I can have it on our windowsill and have like loads of flannels and stuff in it, so I can use it for both things. So I've got this from Wilkinson's, and it doesn't say the price unfortunately, but I can't expect it to be a lot, a couple of pounds. I bought some confetti on Amazon. This is ivory and pink. That's the colour of my wedding, so it's like a dusty pink. Unfortunately this pink it has got a little bit of dusty pink in it, but it's got a bit of purple, so it's a little bit more stronger colours, which will show up in the photos more. Don't know if you can see them very well. They come in this really cute little bag. So I've got 30 of those. There's going to be a lot left over, so that's what we wanted. People can take a few handfuls and just probably throw them at us, and hopefully we'll get a really lovely photo shot with that. So these will be in here. Obviously all the others will be in here, and people will just help themselves to what they want, and we will then go outside for some lovely photos and people will just throw them at us. They are biodegradable, and they are dried out flower petals. They smell really lovely. Next, I bought a vase. I bought 4 of these. They're not too big and they're not too small. So again, I don't know if you know from my previous video of talking about my wedding updates, but because our numbers have dropped again, we originally were going to have like a T-shaped table. T up the top here was going to be like the top table, and then down the bottom everybody else would be around. Ryan and I didn't really want to separate ourselves as the top table. We just want everybody to be together. We don't want to isolate ourselves. We want to be a part of it all and just enjoy the whole experience and be a part of the conversation that's going around. So that's what we wanted. A few weeks ago, 4 people dropped out. We have now had to change our table layout and of course the seating plan, which I finally mastered, and now I had to change it all over again. And so we are now having a oval sort of shaped table. So Ryan and I will be in the middle down this side here, and everybody else will be like around us, and we'll be here and we'll have everybody around like this. I just wanted maybe 4 little vases along the table, and just not too small so they look lost, and not too big, so somewhere in the middle. And that's where I found these vases, and I think they are perfect size. Luckily my grandma, she used to be a florist, so she's done wedding flowers before, so I'm so grateful that she's now going to be doing mine. So that's a massive weight off my shoulders, knowing that I can completely trust her with it. So I'm going to be taking these to her house when I see her in a few weeks' time, and we're going to be discussing what we're going to be doing with them. But my imagination is ivory roses and dusty pink roses. I bought these from Matalan and they were £8. Not too bad, not too bad. And I don't know what I'm going to do with them afterwards, because I've got so many vases as it is already. So I'm going to be handing them out to some family members, I think. But yeah, they're a lovely little size, and I think they are going to make the table look lovely. I went into Wilkinson's and I got just 2 plain white candles. They're £1 each, you can't go wrong. They are scented. They smell like fresh cotton, so they may give a little smell come off, and I just think it will just make it a little bit more homely, if that sounds weird. But I just wanted it to be just nice and cozy and just warm and just friendly, and I think candles give off that vibe. Next, I bought a guest book on Amazon. It is exactly the same sort of brand as the thank you box, so it still has the same sort of heart shaped. I wanted to get this one because it's plain pages inside. A lot of wedding books, guest books that I've seen, it's what member of the party are you from? Are you from the bride's side? Are you from the groom's side? Or are you a bridesmaid writing your own? There's so much to like. There's so many like added text into it. I just want it to be very plain and people to write their own little message in it, and that's it. I didn't want any, rate the bride's dress out of 10. I didn't want any of that. I just wanted it to be just plain, and that's of course what I got. Again, I'm terrible. I don't know how much this was, but it was on Amazon. When everybody is sitting down having their meal after we've had our tea and cake, I'm going to be sending this around the table, so I know everybody will sign it. I don't want to just leave it on the table because nobody signs it, no one sees it. So if I know I'm passing this around, whilst we finish eating, everybody's content and the conversation's going, and everyone's had a few drinks, and you're going to get some funny and some leery comments in your guest book, and that's what you want. You want to read back on them and just laugh. So that's everything that I have to show you. I thought I could let you know roughly what I'm doing for my favours, because I've heard that's the hardest part for anybody to choose what to do for the favours. So I've decided to get some personalised cookies made. The lady who's doing my wedding cake, she's doing the cookies as well. They're going to come in a lovely little pretty bag with some ribbon tied at the end, and it's like a heart-shaped cookie. It's a plain cookie with a heart-shaped, and it will say Mr. and Mrs. Coleman on it, and it will have the wedding date on it as well. So that is everything that I have to show you, everything I have to update you all on. There's not much I can update you all on really, because not a lot is really happening. We're just paying some things off. I'm just finalising the few finishing touches and stuff like that. We're not having a massive wedding. It is just getting married at 12 o'clock, sitting down for dinner at 2, and then everybody goes by 5. So there's not a lot for me to share with you, if I'm being really honest. If there's anything in particular you want me to do a video on, please let me know. If you did like my video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, please don't forget to do so. And I will see you all again soon. Bye!